Hey guys, I am Murali. I hope you are all doing well. My intention for this channel is to share my knowledge and also learn from others. So, let's collaborate. In the previous video, we have explored about ACP. Based on that, we understood ACP is a place where technical connectivity to the FedNow service is maintained. It is done using three components called as connection party, connection point, and message queue. Let's explore about the working of these components in this video. Connection party. It is a conceptual entity that owns connectivity to the FedNow service. This is usually maintains all connection information including queue names and identify the message categories assigned to the specific queues. Connection party is authorized to send and receive messages via central MQ setup and also enables access to the FedNow interface. Each ACP has a connection party which is mapped to one or more participant profiles and carries a permission which controls the functions performed by the participant. This is because to ensure that a bank should perform a function based on the participant type that they have chosen. The connection party owner determines its ID. Usually, it defaults to the RTN or Electronic Transaction Identifier called RTI of the participant or a service provider. These IDs are used in the from or to tags of the business application header in the ISO 20022 format message. These are all configured by the central bank while onboarding to the FedNow service, and participant can only view this in the FedNow interface. In case of any modification, FRB support center's intervention is required. Sometimes a bank can have multiple connection parties and even from different service providers if they want. So in such cases, the permissions can be provided maybe like the following. Perhaps one connection party is used for credit transfer and return transfer. Another one can be used for receiving liquidity management transfer and non-value messages like PAX2, CAN56, etc. In this case, the service provider who offers this connection party to a bank may not be aware of the transaction performed by the other. Whereas, say another service provider's connection party is authorized to receive a EOD report. So in this case, a report contains all the transactions done by a bank. So here, the different service provider concept is disregarded since reports are in the old bank RTN level, not in the connection party level. Connection point. It is a logical grouping of endpoints, nothing but a MQs, and it is owned by a connection party which is having one-to-many relationship with the connection point. The connection point basically represents the site or a location, perhaps you can call it as a data center location of a bank that connected to the FedNow service. Having multiple connection points offers a flexibility to the connection party to disconnect or reconnect any connection point based on the message traffic. Like connection party, this is also configured by the Federal Reserve Bank and viewable only in the FedNow interface. The message queue. Queues are the medium that offers a path for the messages to travel to the intended destination because these queues are connected from the source to the destinations. Here in the FedNow service, it is hosted by the FedNow queue managers. The FedNow has defined the naming format for the queues and provided guidelines about how it should be used for the connectivity. Out and in represents the message flow of direction from the participant perspective. So, out queues carries the message to the FedNow. So the connection point ID defined by the FedNow. And the message category is used to restrict the queue to be used for specific message only. On the other hand, in queues carries the message from the FedNow. So the connection point ID is defined by a bank and message category is not used here. Rather, bank can even have one queue for all messages. Here is how the queue names would look like in the production. All the gray parts are defined by their respective owners. The FedNow is an owner for all the out queues and a bank is an owner for all the in queues. When a credit transfer message is required to be sent from a bank, they should use a queue fncp01.out.ct, and the FedNow will respond back with another queue configured for its receiving a reply. Party cp01.in.ct reply. So, like this, each category message is sent to FedNow via predefined queue, and the response or incoming message can be received via bank defined queue. So, finally, this is how the connectivity architecture looks like. Each participant profile or each RTN is connected to the one connection party. So, it is a many to one relationship. Each connection party has only one authorized connection profile. So it is a one-to-one relationship. A connection party can have many connection points. In other words, a data centers that uses a group of MQs. Here, the FedNow service uses an IBM MQ for the communication. Well, this brings us to the end of this video. I hope you learned something from it. Please leave your thoughts as a comments. I'll read and reply to you. Thank you for watching till the end, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.